Boys, the UFC middleweight division is turning up. It's turning up right now. Things are getting a little bit dicey in there. Paulo Costa tweeted out, I was offered Shara in Qtar. It looks fun, so I said yes, right? So I'm reading that, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to take that with a little bit of a grain of salt because, you know, Paulo Costa has the tendency to tweet out a little bit of nonsense, right? 3-4 months ago, he was talking about, oh, I just signed to fight Bo Nickel. Oh, I just signed to fight Jared Cannonier. Now, to be real, Jared Cannonier did pull out of that fight against Paulo Costa, but there's no confirmation for the Bo Nickel thing, right? So in my opinion, Paulo Costa is 50-50 for me. But he tweets out that Shara Bullett's next. Shara Bullett's honestly coming off of a disgusting loss against Michael Venom Page, right? It was not a pretty sight to be seen in that octagon, right? Paulo Costa tweets out right after that. This is a day later. He says, one single good eye poke, be penalized with one less point, and Shara fights 100% blind. Paulo Costa is a man after my own heart. Now, the UFC allows you to break one rule with a warning, and if it's a serious foul or it looks like you did it with intent, they will take a point away from you, essentially confirming that you will either lose the round or the round will be a draw. So nobody wins the round. Well, you're not winning that round. That's a Fendi fact. But Paulo Costa is looking to adhere to the rules and bend them a little bit. You know, it's still in the rules that an eye poke is allowed. It just has to be, disciplined, right? And if Shara Bullet gets poked in the right eye and does become blinded, even if it's a percentage, 20%, 30%, Paulo Costa's win rate is going to shoot up to the moon. First of all, Shara is blind in his right eye. Spam left hook. We're spamming left hooks all day against Shara Bullet. Why not? You can't even see these things coming. Let's be real here. But Paulo Costa tweets this. And honestly, I thought that this was hilarious. This was hilarious in itself. Shara Bullet's well, we're going to get to this in a second. Shara Bullet's manager sees that tweet, right? And he goes on a little interview somewhere, and he says, instead of planning to poke Shara in the eye, you better watch out so you don't get poked somewhere else. That seems like you are threatening to sexually assault Paulo Costa, okay? I'm not cool with that, brother. What are you that's haram. Aren't you guys Muslim? That's not cool, bro. What are we talking about? Now, if you're talking about, hey, you might get poked up if you try to poke our boy in the eye. All right, cool. But maybe you should have worded that a little bit better. All right, maybe you should have worded that a little bit better. That's not the best wording, bro. Let's be real here. That is not the best wording. But Paulo Costa also tweeted this out, which I thought was hilarious. Let's be real here. Shara Bullet stands no chance against Paulo Costa, and I'm going to be honest with you, the UFC knows that. It seems like they're throwing Paulo Costa an easy alley-oop so they can line up Paulo Costa versus Khamzat Chimaev. Honestly, who cares? Make the winner of Brahalo Imanov versus RDR and Anthony Hernandez, and they can fight the winner of Costa versus Khamzat Chimaev. We need something to sell. Khamzat Chimaev is not selling no cards. Now, that's also a little bit of perspective because there's no more cards to sell. There's not a pay-per-view model anymore, so you could be the most boring champion who doesn't want to go back and forth and have a little bit of argument on the press conference or have a little bit of a press run, and you still might get paid the same, right? Paulo Costa tweets out this. This is his Russian ass-kicking tour, the Secret Juice Express. Now, this is why Paulo Costa will forever be in my top 5, boys. First stop, Roman Kopylov. He made him look like a literal heavy bag in the octagon. Made him look like an interactive heavy bag in the octagon. Second stop, Shara didnt the Bullet. Next ticket punched. All right. Third stop, Khamzat Chimaev. End of line. By the way, this is not photoshopped. This is Paulo Costa's real physique, boys. Absolutely insane. No round trips. No survivors. Fueled by Secret Juice, brother. Fueled by the Secret Juice. Now, I'm excited. Now, you know these look at this guy. Look at just what a sight to be seen there. Am I right? What a sight to be seen right here. But These dudes don't play around with the trash talking, boys. You guys remember what Khabib did? Hey, he went over there and choked Connor's boy up, or whoever Khabib choked up. They be bugging, they be tweaking. You're not supposed to be shit talking, allegedly. Paulo Costa doesn't care. Shara Bullet's not even going to be able to verbally defend himself in the octagon. I mean, during the press conference. I mean, he won't even be able to physically defend himself in the octagon, but he's not going to be able to verbally defend himself during the press conference. This is going to be an absolute thrashing. Shara Bullet is just taking L after L, MVP L. Right? That was Shara's last fight. Let's just triple quadruple check, right? Because I'm 95% sure we never saw Shara after Shara Bullet Magomedov. Oh, I forgot he's coming off of fighting Marc-Andre Barriou. I forgot all about that. But he still got pieced up by Michael Venom Page, and you took Marc-Andre Barriou to a 3-round decision. Sure. It was an absolute thrashing. Yes, you did thrash Marc-Andre Barriou. But it's not going to be what Paulo Costa is going to do to you, man. Paulo Costa is going to run through you. Shara, you are small for the division. Paulo Costa is going to look like at least 30 pounds heavier than you just from eye to eye, like just if I could eyeball it. Paulo Costa looks about 30 pounds heavier than you in muscle mass. I'm going to say Paulo Costa KO, TKO, round 1, round 2. This is not going to a decision, boys. And I am excited to see this shape up. This UFC Qtar card is looking to be pretty solid. There's some good rumored fights on this UFC Qtar card. I forgot what are the other rumored fights, but there's some good bangers that are being rumored for UFC Qtar. This Paulo Costa, the Secret Juice Russian kicking, ass kicking tour is what I'm looking forward to, boys, all right? Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Who do you guys think is going to win, Shara Bullet or Paulo Costa? Let me know down in the comments. You know, don't even comment, Shara. Do not even comment Shara Bullet, okay? I don't even want to see it. So if you think he's going to win, you just click off. If you comment Shara, I might just delete that comment. I'm going to be honest with you. Anyways, boys, Paulo Costa is back. He's making his run. He's going to save the middleweight division from dirty Khamzat Chimaev, the dirty wrestler who just wants to hold people in crucifixes and not do anything with the position. How do you not finish somebody when you have them in a crucifix? I could finish somebody in a full Nelson. If I put you in a full Nelson, the fight is over. Okay? How can you not finish somebody in a crucifix, Khamzat Chimaev? Paulo Costa, please save the middleweight division. We need help. Okay? We need help. I'm out of here, boys.